Welcome, friends! It is I, LostScarf, and it's time for the one-shot. Today we're going to play Masquerada Songs and Shadows. I actually finished this game. Took me 12 hours. Here's what you need to know. It's developed by Witching Hour Studios, published by Ysbryd Games. Ysbryd are the ones who gave us Valhalla, the bar game, which was pretty good. And they gave us a code for this game, and oh my god. This is a $25 game. Took me 12 hours to finish it. It is worth every freaking penny. Oh my god. 100% voice acted, gameplay's pretty good, the art is amazing. The music, 2 hours of original score going on here. There is so much value to this thing. Considering how AAA games $50, $60 can be like only 10 hours themselves, there is a lot going on here, and it is a really good story, and the voice acting is top notch. Jennifer Hale's here, Matthew Mercer's here, a bunch of voice actors are just, oh my god, I can't name them all, they're all really good. Every single character in this is well done. The writing's really strong, the voice acting's really strong, the emotion is strong. This is an RPG story you cannot miss. It is well worth the money. You should play it. And I'm now going to show you one bit of the game so you can get a taste of it. I'm going to show you about half an hour into the game and give you some context of what's going on, because there's just so much going on in this world. The one thing I will say is the main character, he's like if Tyrion Lannister was not a dwarf and didn't have a family that hated him. He's this guy. This guy is the inspector. He is the best there is when it comes to just being an inspector and just learning about cases and stuff. That's why he's here. He's been gone for 5 years. 5 years ago, his brother led a rebellion against the kingdom. And the kingdom wanted him to kill his brother. And he said, I can't do that, no way. So they're like, alright, we're going to hang you. But one man stood up for him, and they lost a lot of political clout, and that was Razatov. Razatov used their political power to get him exiled instead of hanged. And now, 5 years later, after Cicero's just been jerking himself stupid because his brother's dead, the rebellion's still going, so there's a civil war and all this stuff, he's back, and they're going to give him a bunch of money to solve this case because Razatov is missing. Razatov was looking into how to create masquerades, which are these masks that give everyone power, because they have a limited supply. It's just some secret thing that they've been trying to figure out. And so he's back to help find his old friend who saved his life, and also to make some money because, well, he could really use it. And this guy over here is Kaldin Azris, the brother of Razatov, so they're teaming up together to, well, find his brother. And there's just a lot of political intrigue going on in this game, and this guy's just amazing at it, and he's also just really good at being an inspector. It's just such a nicely written game for that. And this is my favorite friendship, is these two. There's a lot of friendships in this game. This is my favorite friendship. Him and Kaldin, as they become friends over the game, is pretty good. So let's get going over here.
Cicero!
Jennifer Hale, everyone.
Lucia.
Matthew Mercer.
I see you've already made some new friends.
Part of the investigation.
Ah, so the old man took my advice.
Your advice?
After what happened with Corvus and Ophina, nasty business that was. Anyway, he sought my opinion, and, well, here you are.
So you're the one I have to blame. Why weren't you put on the case?
I'm too valuable.
Sure.
Where are you off to?
The Quiet Order.
Excellent. We can travel together then.
You too?
Come on. I'll tell you on the way.
So you told the Vestas to call for me?
It was either that or do it myself. I think the choice was clear.
And the others?
Well, Ophina and Corvus are that, which leaves 5 of us. Darius and Pasha are off in Altamir spying on the Zealots. Riva's down in Rune investigating the murder of one of our diplomats, and you, well, you were farming.
So you don't know anything about the case?
I know the Regenti Razatov is gone, and I know that we lost 2 good inspectores trying to find him.
And you wanted me to be the third?
You were better than all of us, Cicero, you know it.
I don't know. Let's just go.
There you go, some character building right there. And what I like is a lot of these conversations while walking usually last the distance you gotta go. Sometimes you'll go, they do a little bit longer. Like right now, if we went too early, we wouldn't get the rest of the conversation. And here we go. Alright, time for an adventure.
So, Sorelli.
Kaldin.
You're brave, standing on White Spire soil.
You say it as though there is something I should fear.
Certainly not. Not out here, at least.
See, there you go. Like, that was basically the length of the walk to this location here. And that's usually how it is. And let's get going. So the game's completely linear. The only non-linear stuff is there's areas you can go to learn information about stuff. Let's see if there's any around here. Yeah, right here. So you can go over here and learn a little bit about this. There's a lot of lore in this game. Now, I'm New Game Plusing it, so I have a lot of the lore already. There are certain things I just have not found, but you see there's a lot of things going on here. What I really like is you got lore and you got characters. And the lore, it's all from your guy's perspective. Like, he's like just saying, here's things about these things. All this information about these different places. So there's a lot of lore here. It's really nice reading lore going on here. And it's his perspective on stuff going on. He's very factual about the lore for sure. Comes with this stuff. But if you go over here and read about the characters, this era right here, it's all from his perspective. Very much a lot of emotion going on here. Let me see if I can just show one. Like, here's the first meeting with Kaladin. So here's his just thoughts on Kaladin going on right here. And as they get to know each other, you get to see how your character feels about, how Cicero feels about Kaladin. And they go through quite a roller coaster together. A lot of the characters do. Apparently I'm missing some conversations here. I've already finished the game. And you have to kind of seek out some of the conversations. But, oh man. The emotions that your character goes through this, because he goes through quite a ride. Very well done by Matthew Mercer. Just really good voice acting going on. Everyone in general. There's a lot of emotions going on in this story. And you hear names and colors. You hear, like, he's Australian, they talk about the White Spire. There's a bunch of different colors and factions going on.
Ah, there you are, sir. I hope everything is well.
Game Venture.
It is. Get the coach ready, please. We've got places to go. Mariner, maybe you'd like to follow the twins. Get acquainted?
A rather obedient bunch.
What's this about, Lucia?
What?
Don't tell me you just happened to be in the spire.
Happened, well. Have I ever told you about the beggar who was too astute for his own good?
Lucia.
He dies at the end of the story.
You have. Many times.
The mask runners are getting stronger.
What do you mean?
They've taken over the Quiet Order. That's why I'm headed there.
That's the Brothers group.
Since when?
A few weeks ago. 5 years this war's been going on, Cicero, and those worms have only gotten stronger. I need to find out how.
That's why you encouraged Avestus to bring me back? So I could be your resource? I have a case to solve.
Cicero, please. You're the only one who...
The Quiet Order, go.
I can't remember if I mentioned, his brother's dead.
A ride would have been nice.
And she killed him, and he doesn't know that she killed him.
So, Mariner. Mariner.
Are you trying to say something?
Why do they call you that? Do you sail out onto the belt often?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, you used to?
Before I settle down.
Settle down?
I'm in charge of an orphanage now.
With children?
No, cats and dogs, I'm sure.
Oh, I love animals. What?
Eyes on the road, Toths. Elena, please stop bullying your brother. And Ricardo,
Yes, sir?
just keep going.
The character interactions in this story are really good. I really enjoy it. But here we are, at the Quiet Order.
You both stay here. I'll come find you when I'm done.
So now they're wearing their masks. So in combat, there's 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and wind, or air. And they just have different properties in combat. And your guy, everything about him, for the most part, is only he can do it. And you can pick whatever element you want earlier in the game. And everyone else, they have their elements. You get a member of each element with you. And they have powers that are similar to yours, but not completely like yours. Like Mariner over here, the Kaladin, the only healer on your team. Here we go, talking.
So this is the business you were talking about. Lucia told me about it.
You met her? We've been expecting her. Is she supposed to help us find a way in?
She got caught up with a few things. Should be on her way.
And you're here for...
The investigation. There's someone I need to see inside.
I'm afraid that's going to have to wait. We've got Portieri pushing all the walls we can, but the mask runners... I think our men are just getting tired.
How did you lose it in the first place?
The Portieri that managed to get out say that the mask runners just appeared from the streets. Happened too suddenly. They lost the ward overnight.
Well, I'll see you later.
I suppose you will.
Alright, we're gonna see some combat soon, so you'll see how the gameplay is. Sure, it's a type of RPG
The longer we
style.
wait, the colder our lead.
Who said anything about waiting?
You did.
I said I'd see him later. Nothing about waiting in that.
Here we go! About to do some combat. And since I'm new game plusing, I'm kind of OP now. But you can put the difficulty up if you want. At any time.
Mariner, you're a strong man, aren't you? If you could give this a little tug?
It wasn't secured.
I wonder why. Come on.
Things I do for you, brother.
Into the sewers.
Closed it behind you?
I did. What is going on in that head of yours?
Anytime wards have been taken over in the last 50 years, it's been through frontal assaults. Nobody thinks about drains.
You're supposed to be clever. Okay, here we go.
Rather interesting place for mists.
All over the city. This has been an increasingly common sight.
Everywhere.
Sometimes even in the streets. You forced my hand.
And it's combat. And here's my powers. A little bit more tutorial going on. Click through that. So, well, that died instantly. You got different stances you can use for combat. Just different ways to charge up your abilities. And you can just see my powers. I have summon people, familiars. I can shoot scarabs at things. That's just my style. There's actually like about 8 powers. Just take a look really quick here. You get more masks as you play the game for different special abilities, and then go over here for skills. You got your passive stuff, and then you got all these other ones. Fireblade, Creed, Ember Wall, let's see here. Opposite Light, Scarab, Chant, and... Okay, so there's 7 abilities there. And so we can beat it whatever playstyle you want. And here we go. More things to fight. Boom. There, I hit that. Kind of OP now. But that just means I get to show you my story by finishing this quickly. But you see how the combat is? I can also tab over to be Kaladin if I want. And I give him a bunch of healer-based tank stuff.
Tides. What are Fae doing here?
You said this mist was becoming more common?
Only in the last few years, yes.
And Fae, have they been more common as well?
You think they're related?
You don't? It's quite a clear connection. The Vegulists probably have something on this. We can ask when we get back, but for now...
We should keep moving.
Off we go. I'm going over here, and more combat. There it is. Boss fight!
The exits to the Quiet Order should be that way.
What are they doing?
Whatever it is, we will have to go through them. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Hold your ground!
Alright, here we go. And they're telling us about masks and special powers. You get a couple different ultimates you can get in the game depending on the mask you have. I have Meteor Shower, which is awesome. Hitting fireballs at them. There we go. So, when you get a full party, you can only have 3. You'll have a full party of 5 people, but you can only have 3 at a time, you and 2 others. And the other ones will have to do other things in the story. What's great is there's times when the 2 you don't choose, you have to team up with them for other things, which I like, that things are happening like that. And they have dialogue for whoever's with you, which is just great.
Mask Runner.
You were right.
Come on, we're almost there.
What if they try to kill us?
Then we defend ourselves. Simple.
But yeah, the Mask Runners are his brother's people. So, the rebellion 5 years ago, the brother died when he tried to kill the king named Avestus, and Lucia killed him. And there was no indication Cicero knows that.
What's wrong?
I am not the lightest person around.
You'll be fine. Come on.
Please. Come on. Damn it.
That's weird.
I told you.
That frame should have been longer. That's the only bug I've seen so far. Huh. That was weird. You can also tell them, you can mess with your allies' AI, telling them how to do different things. Which, you can fine-tune it how you want them, like when to heal and stuff like that, and when to back off. Pretty nice AI stuff going on there. I just let them do whatever they want. Attacking.
With you walking around in all that blue, we don't stand a chance.
What do you...
This one's got wide hips. His trousers should suffice.
His shirt isn't even going to cover half my chest.
Point?
Oh, fine.
Impressive tattoo. Hadn't thought you'd be the type.
Yeah. Thanks.
What's it about?
Are you here to investigate me or my brother?
Come on.
Off we go. Few things here. Okay. I remember what the other... Oh, no, I gotta go there first. Okay, go over here first. I also gotta backtrack. Trying to remember.
They must have heard us from here.
There's enough food to last them weeks.
An outpost.
See what...
When we find this.
Anything interesting?
Whoever wrote this talks about a figure called the Herald.
I found this too.
Wait for the Herald's command, nothing else.
Herald?
I don't know. I've never heard of him before.
Then he must be new.
Or I might not be as knowledgeable about the mask runners as everyone in this damn city seems to think. There doesn't seem to be anything left for us.
Alright, off we go. Yeah, because we do this area, then we go over here. We have to come back over here. It's like, well, we'll go here first, then come over here. Now we kill more things. Like that. I did it. So you'll see there's like tags. You'll see like a circle on them for different colors. That's for an element, and usually you can do other things with the tags for combos for more damage or just more bonuses and such. And good. And more problems. Keep beating them up. And you can respec, later on in the game you can respec at any time. Well, not any time between chapters.
Is that?
A masquerine. Aegis. They must have missed it under all this filth.
And it's raw.
We'll have to find an Artigiani and Fabra to help us touch it up. We can't be seen walking around with it like this.
You intend on keeping it?
Well, I won't tell the registry as long as you don't.
All right then.
Off we go. And that's just you getting more masks so you can have different powers. Not just for you, but your teammates as well, depending where you find them.
This one had better hold. All right, we're in. Now what?
Now we look for our glassmith. We should start with the central marketplace. I think it's through that corridor.
Yeah, right now in the story they're looking for a glassmith. That part I forgot to mention. And here we are heading towards the glassmith.
Color-coded?
Green for produce, red for smithing, teal for leatherwork.
And glassware?
Yellow.
Yellow. So we're going over there. And see just the artwork going on here, the music that's been in the background, all very interesting stuff. Here we go.
Looks like our glassmith's taken off.
Hopefully he left something for us to find.
What are you thinking of?
Orders, receipts, anything that might flesh out his connection with Raz.
I'll keep an eye out.
And like any story, there's twists and turns and plots and revelations, because this is a one big investigation with this huge plot going on during the Civil War.
I found something.
What is it?
An order for 100 glass bell jars.
Who signed it?
Raz himself. His signature is...
Hey,
Fine day, fellas.
aren't you supposed to be... the gate?
Damn.
Too close.
Indeed. We should hurry. The order he placed for the jars was supposed to be delivered to a house up that street.
Oh, wrong way. Go over here. About to go there, we're gonna run over here instead.
They're in a hurry.
Something must have happened at the gate. We should keep moving.
And moving we shall, and we're gonna get into part of like story territory that it's the first half an hour in, so it's not really spoilers. It's really to intrigue you guys into the story of this game, really, is what I want to get to.
Marco? Marco, we're supposed to be...
Oh no.
Get them!
I've got you.
Oh dear, well they're dead. Boom, there, okay, that one's dead. Now to kill that one. With body blocked. Do this. So the way this fire attack works is you can attack someone else and the fireballs will go through other people, but it only dissolves when it hits the specific person. Oh jeez. Big boom, there we go.
What was... We don't have time. Come on.
Now for some investigation. There might be one more battle, I can't remember. No, investigation, here we go. And look at what you see, right? Look at this.
Tides.
More searching, less cursing, Mariner. So here lies our shipment.
But what was he using them for?
It had something to do with that Fae in his office, definitely. Other than that, though...
Go over here. Investigating something. Well, he's finding things.
Woundsbane. My mother's favorite.
Oh?
It's a natural disinfectant. She applied it a lot when I was a child.
So, you're one of those kids.
You'd want to hear the stories. Fistfights are a dozen a week.
You and who?
Well, mostly with... I don't know. People. Forget it.
You get a little... From the conversations you get with other characters, you get a lot of backstory out of Cicero, which is interesting. And here's a touch I really like about this game, because I don't see it enough in enough stories. What happens right here in a second.
Shredded paper. They're all clean, too.
Paper. Just like what the Fae were made of back in his office.
Here we go. Right
There.
here.
I don't understand.
The blood.
There's blood elsewhere as well.
Well, look at the pattern. That blood was dripped, not spattered or spilt like the rest.
What are you saying?
This blood here, in this circle, it was shed deliberately. The only question is, what for?
What are you doing?
You're a decent healer, aren't you, Mariner?
I'd like to think so. What? Tides? What?
Don't mend it yet.
What are you testing, Ysbryd?
All right, Mariner. Now would be a good time. My palm, Mariner.
Did we just...
Heal me, Calden.
Like, I like that they actually acknowledge healing and stuff in a cutscene. Like, you don't see that often. It's just something I like as a touch. More combat. Fireballs out. They fly around, do a bunch of damage. Kill.
I can't believe it. We just summoned Fae. No one else in the entire city knows how to, do they? Tides, how did my brother even...
It doesn't make sense.
What?
The blood. Too much spilt in too many directions. There was a fight. People.
I'm not sure that...
A fight in a place like this? Coincidence? Highly unlikely. There was a purpose behind this bloodshed.
What?
Unlikely to kill. To capture, then. Incapacitate.
You think someone's taken my brother?
And left this place standing, blood dried, evidence strewn around. Why? Why would they do that?
Alright, he was just missing. Now they figured out he's been kidnapped. Right, I forgot about that part. Not bad.
All right, Renia. We...
Oh.
Don't. Your child is wounded.
Don't listen to him, Renia.
The Mariner is a healer. It may not be too late.
Please.
Masquerade off. I'm not asking again.
Olas, please. If he meant to kill us, we would not be standing.
Answer my questions and the Mariner will tend to the child.
Anything, please.
When you claimed this ward, was there a man who owned this house?
We saw the Herald leave here carrying a body. It's how I thought it was empty.
Was he alive?
He was struggling when I saw it.
Then they have him.
Calden, tend to the child. Who is this herald?
Our leader, who speaks on behalf of the lady.
The lady?
She's lost much blood, but she will survive.
Thank you. Lady bless you, thank you.
Who is this lady?
It's locked. Move aside.
Portieri! Calden, cover their necks in the blood.
What?
Do it! Get down!
Inspetore. Senencia Vitris, sir. I see the old Cicero Gavar has not forgotten how to defend himself.
We're fine.
We were given orders to bring you to the Valencio, sir. I'll await you outside.
Gavar, thank you.
Another nice touch I like coming up in a second.
Senencia, just a quick word. How did you get in?
After you left, the Valencio ordered a couple of us to follow you. He knew you'd turn up something.
Damn it, Tristan. There!
Something I like, you can just, there's fights in the streets and you just have all these people fighting at once. And you're part of it. It's pretty cool. I just like that as a touch as well, just big battles like that. We just have random NPCs helping you out for this fight. And the same thing will happen when you have all 5 of your people together, is they'll be fighting like that as well. Where your crew's just fighting together, although you only have control about 3 of them. But it's just a nice touch. You don't see in a lot of games, which I just really like. I appreciate a lot of things they did in this game. It's just such a good game. I've hopefully shown you enough to get you wanting the game, and if you don't want it, well then, it's not for you, I guess. I don't know. I've done what I can to entice you. It's a fun game, I like it. I like it a lot.
The Valencio's in the marketplace.
Alright, one more conversation, him bitching out Tristan. Okay, after we get to Tristan, there's Tristan over there. Alright. For the most part, they're just killing him. Oh, I didn't talk about XP. There's no XP in the game. You get level up points, like talent points, as you go through the story. That's how you get it. So you don't have to seek out battles. Every battle pretty much is just as you go through the story because it's a linear game. And I appreciate that. You don't need to have XP all the time. For this one, it's just finish a certain part in the story and you get more points. And you get enough to have a full setup. I believe that has covered everything, I'm pretty sure.
Valencio.
How are the other sections?
Majority have returned successful. Minimal casualties.
The Herald?
No sign. However, we do expect to wrest full control of the ward within the hour.
You followed me without my consent.
Senencia, you're dismissed. It is good to see you as well, Cicero.
You used me.
Cicero, please.
I did not come back for this. Why do you think I didn't tell you?
I am sorry. I truly am. But if I had asked you to help us find another way in, you wouldn't have.
So you acted behind my back? Used me to kill my brother's people?
They have killed so many of ours. This sends a message, Cicero. A message that could potentially end the war.
At what cost?
I am not made of stone. I have a heart. But it goes out to my kin and blood before their murderers. And if performing my duties requires me to step over your ideals, I am sorry. I know you see your brother in them. I understand how...
You understand nothing.
Senencia, get the Inspector and his companion their attires, please. I know it may not mean much, but I am sorry.
But you would do it again.
Yes.
Inspectore.
We'll be here if you need us, sir.
Thank you.
Alright, so that is enough of the game to show right there. $25 game, about 12 hours for me to finish it. Really fun game, enjoyed it a lot. Very well voice acted, great music, great art as you can see, good gameplay. It's everything I have to say. I recommend the crap out of it. So there you go, that right there is the one shot. I had fun making this video, hope you had fun watching it. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.